Elon Musk, last night, Hannity aired the full interview. You search long and hard. Go to ChatGPT and ask. Presidents rarely do joint interviews with anybody. When they do it, sometimes their spouse, sometimes the vice
Like,
president. But I don't know. Can either of you think of a government official who did a joint interview with the president? I can't.
well, not just once, but I think this is the third time in the last 7 days they've done one together.
Well, one was a press conference. I
Well,
don't think
but
the others.
two have been press conferences where they just stood
Yeah,
side by side and
yeah,
went back and forth. I mean, it was
yeah.
basically yeah,
But Trump did that with like Fauci, during COVID. I mean, it's not rare to share a
not
podium.
like Musk.
I
Yeah,
agree.
okay.
I agree. So I want to show you a clip from the interview last night. This can be 102. I'm sorry, 104, where not only are you going to see the kind of dynamic between them in a joint interview, but you're also going to see Elon Musk making an extraordinary claim about Donald Trump that I don't even know if Trump's children would make. Play 104, please.
In order to save taxpayer money, it comes down to two things: competence and caring. And when the president was shown the outrageous bill for the new Air Force One, and then negotiated it down, if the president had not applied competence and caring, the price would have been 50% higher, literally 50% higher. The president cared, the president was competent, the price was not 50% higher as a result. And so when you add more competence and caring, you get a better deal for the American people.
Someone call out the art of the deal?
But that's caring. No, it's not even the art of the deal. It's caring. He uses the word. It's caring.
Yeah.
It's a certain competence, but I think it's more caring than competence.
If you add either ingredient, either competence or caring, you'll get a better outcome. But it stands to reason that if you don't have competence, you don't have caring, you're going to get a terrible deal. And the problem is that the American taxpayers have been getting a terrible deal because look at the last administration. Can any reasonable person say that the last administration was either competent or caring?
Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. They're expecting you. So big debate in the Democratic Party. Should they keep going after Musk? He's clearly very close to the president. Dan Pfeiffer, a former Obama advisor, in his Substack today raises this question. Then last night on Fox News, on the Jesse Watters show, a leading Democratic strategist made the case. For God's sake, stop Democrats attacking Musk. Please play 105.
You keep hearing Democrats running against Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Is that a good strategy?
Terrible. Look, the number one thing in politics is you want to respect people, listen to them, and solve their problems. But what have we been doing the last 9 years, and certainly the last month? We talk about who and we talk about how, right? Process. Elon Musk, Donald Trump. What we're forgetting? What they're doing. Therefore, we're failing the common sense test. Rather than saying, hey, some of what they're finding, anybody in the right mind would say, we should end it. Instead, we scream about everything. And so when we find stuff that, in our opinion, probably is worthy of a discussion, the average voter says, forget it. All you do is scream no, and they're crazy.
Should you play possum?
Look, I think as much as I like Chuck Schumer, he's a terrible dancer and an even worse singer. So yes, I would stay out.
Man, that is one handsome, articulate dude. Sean, Elon Musk does not seem to play by the normal rules, just like Donald Trump. Like, he's impervious to a lot of this stuff. So do you agree with Dan that attacking Musk is a bad idea?
Yeah, I think more Democrats listening to Dan would be good for their party. It's just, Dan's analysis was right. They're missing the point here. If you're focused on the person, yeah, you could drive their negatives up. You could drive their fave, unfaved, in the wrong direction. But at the end of the day, that's not why people are going to vote for you, support you. They're going to support you because you've got a better way that they want to hitch their wagon to. And they're missing that. Dan's analysis was right. I think, but I will say, just as a side note, I thought last night's interview, 100%, yes, not normal, just in the sense of a staffer theoretically sitting down with the president in a non-emergency or public health way, the way that you do maybe after a natural disaster, or Fauci did and others during COVID, was fascinating. But the thing that it did more than anything else was it dispelled this notion that everyone in DC thinks it's like, how much, today they're going to break up and this isn't going to happen. Last night, the president of the United States putting himself on the line with Elon in that interview showed that they are aligned and together, and dispelled the whole notion that the left and so many in the media and pundits are trying to say it's not going to last, it's not going to happen. The president clearly appreciates his efforts, likes him, and that was shown last night. And that there was a huge usefulness to what happened last night. And I think that it's going to dispel a lot of these ideas that it's, a matter of days. The president appreciates not just what he's doing, but how he's doing it, and the fact that he's kind of become a heat shield for him.
Dan, I'm not going to ask you if you agree with your analysis because you do. So let me ask you this. If you were inclined to help Elon Musk and he said, Dan, should I be trying to get better press coverage than I am? What would you tell him?
I mean, look, the interview last night was good. I think when he spoke at the press conference with Trump, it was pretty good. I mean, what you see, I think, in Elon Musk is he's becoming a politician. I mean, he's got one-liners, he's got catchy phrases, he's good on the attack. He seems to understand, like, he pumps up Trump, both on X when he's sitting there, he's praising them. I mean, to me, what's almost like jarring is to watch Trump sit there and be quiet as Musk talks and talks. Trump says a little, Musk kind of like adds on. Usually Trump is the one who's like, oh, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to put the polish. I'm going to make the final.
It's effing crazy. It's effing crazy.
Yeah. I
mean, see Donald Trump sit there and just kind of listen. Like it's like Melania. Like he has to like be
I mean, it's
submissive or whatever the right word is. It's crazy.